Hello everyone and welcome back to the EDH Jank Center, your source for everything Commander and everything Jank. I'm your host Jordan or Prairies, you can call me either, and today we are doing 5 budget upgrades for Neyali Sun's Vanguard. With Phyrexia All-Be-One right around the corner, I figured I would do budget upgrade lists for both precons in the set, Neyali and Excel. Today we are focusing on Neyali Sun's Vanguard. Now before we get into the card description, I just want to say, in classic Jank Center fashion, all cards in this list today are under $1. We're keeping it super synergistic and fun and helpful for your wallet. Now let's get into this commander with chonky fists, shall we? Neyali Sun's Vanguard is 2 red and white, legendary creature human rebel from the All-Be-One precons. Attacking tokens you control have double strike. Whenever one or more tokens you control attack a player, exile the top card of your library. During any turn you attacked with a token, you may play that card, and it's a 3/3. This speaks for itself. This is the Boros aggro commander of my dreams, baby. All of our tokens get double strike when they attack, and if they deal combat damage to a player, we get to impulse draw. I mean, come on, dude. Obviously, there are so many things you can do with this deck, but I decided to mostly focus on the combat damage aspect of Neyali. Now, I'm not talking about the impulse draw. I'm talking about the fact that when a double striker deals combat damage, it deals it twice. One for the first strike damage and one for the regular damage. So anything that triggers on combat damage will trigger twice, kiddos. Which brings me to our first card of the day, 5 Alarm Fire. 1 red enchantment from Gatecrash. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, put a blaze counter on 5 Alarm Fire. Remove 5 blaze counters from 5 Alarm Fire. 5 Alarm Fire deals 5 damage to target creature or player. I was so geeked when I found this card. In a Neyali deck, one of our attacking tokens will get us 2 blaze counters. We will have no problem in this deck getting way more than 5 blaze counters on 5 Alarm Fire, and thus we will be able to shotgun our opponents with a bunch of damage or shotgun problem creatures with a bunch of damage. And this will be on top of all the havoc we'll already be wreaking with our double striking tokens. It's also super flavorful if your double strikers are goblins. Anyways, let's move on to the next card, which is Curse of Hospitality. 2 and a red enchantment or a curse from Innistrad Crimson Vow. Enchant player. Creatures attacking enchanted player have trample. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to enchanted player, that player exiles the top card of their library. Until end of turn, that creature's controller may play that card, and they may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast that spell. So basically, let's say we enchant our friend with Curse of Hospitality. We attack them with just 1 double striking goblin token. That goblin will deal its first strike damage to them, and also its regular combat damage, triggering Curse of Hospitality twice, which means we get to take 2 cards from the top of their library and play them as our own. And yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. This is just clinically insane value, folks. On top of the impulse draw we'll be getting from ourselves, we will also be getting cards off the top of our opponent's library. And that's amazing. You never know what goodies lie in other people's libraries. The world is your oyster, baby. Oh yeah, and not to mention, it gives the creatures attacking that enchanted player trample on top of double strike, on top of whatever buffs and keywords you've also given them in Boros colors. But I digress. Let's move on to our next card of the day, which is Noble Purpose. 3 white enchantment. This one's from Mercadian Masks. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage, you gain that much life. Pretty simple tech here, guys. We're just going to be gaining a ton of life from our double striking tokens. And that's basically it. It's just lifelink for all of our double striking tokens on an enchantment. It's really great. You'll be gaining a ton of life with this out on the field. All right, moving on to Desolation Twin. 10 colorless mana creature Eldrazi from Battle for Zendikar. When you cast Desolation Twin, put a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi creature token onto the battlefield, and it's a 10/10. So when I first saw Neyali spoiled, this was the first card that I thought of. Basically, Desolation Twin just comes down and it makes another 10/10 vanilla creature. However, this time in this deck, it makes a 10/10 double striker, baby. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just love this card. It's one of my pet cards, and I finally found a commander that really loves this card. Wowie zowie. We are already at the last card of the day, guys. But hey, before we get into that, if you're enjoying this content, if you're digging it, make sure you check out the Patreon link in the description below. We've got lots of cool benefits for patrons, including a patron-only Discord available to even the dollar tier portion of my Patreon. We got lots of fun discussions in there about cards, sets, spoilers, deck techs, all things MTG. So if that sounds appealing to you, make sure you check out that link in the description. All your support helps me make more videos like this for you guys. All right, our last card of the day is also our cheapest card of the day. It's Goldvein Pick. 2 colorless mana artifact equipment from Kaldheim. Equip creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. It's an artifact with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color, and the equip cost is 1. You can just pay 1, attach to target creature you control, and equip only as a sorcery. So this right here is a nice little utility artifact for one of your double striking tokens. Whenever that creature will deal combat damage to a player, which is twice, we've been over that now, we will make not 1 treasure, but 2. This extra mana will help us pay for the cards we get off of our impulse draw from our commander, as well as those stolen cards we get from Curse of Hospitality if you put it in the deck. Pretty sweet synergies, I don't know. I might be onto something. Anyways, that is actually the end of our video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop down in the comments below suggestions you would have for a Neyali Suns Vanguard build. Did I miss anything? I'm always down there in the comments interacting with you guys, so come on down and have a chat with me. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'll see you on the next video.